Oh, okay.
Good evening, Bhante. Good day, Bhante.
Hey, good evening.
How are you? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, okay, I'm okay, thank you.
Hello, Kahiko.
Okay, yes,
Good morning, good evening, Bhante.
okay, good evening. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's good to be gathered again.
Happy New Year, everyone. Okay, maybe we can let's wait for a while for others, no? Let them.
Okay.
Okay. Chico. How is the New Year? How did you start New Year in USA? Ruth? In the temple, you had some celebration to start the New Year? Yeah, okay, good.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We had one on January 1st in the
Uh-huh.
afternoon. We
Uh-huh.
had a watering of the Bodhi tree and
Mhm.
meditations, and we had 5 people who took refuge in the 5 precepts.
Oh, very good.
So that was, yeah, so it was a
Mhm.
lovely, yeah,
I see.
it was so lovely. And we had refreshments.
I see. Uh-huh. Good, very good.
You have to have food.
Yes.
It was good. And you?
We also had 31st night. Evening, we organize some ceremonies and blessing service to welcome the new year. There were many people. Yes.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, Tai Tang gave a Dharma talk,
Yes.
and that led to an interesting discussion. So,
Yes. But in Japan, we got unfortunately one things happened. I think earthquake or something happened.
right.
Yeah. And, at the very first day of the year.
On January 1st, right?
Yeah.
I have seen that in the news.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. That was
We were not affected by that incident, but some part of the nearby our place, Nagano, the call it the Nagano like that. Maybe our friends says they know.
right. Right. Yeah, I definitely read about it on the news and included it in our sending of merit.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Included the
Mhm.
people involved.
Yes. Yes. Nichi, Michiko.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Okay. वंदना में बनते जी.
Morning. Hirako Sato. Morning. Michiko.
She's coming.
Good morning, Bhante.
Oh, morning. Okay. Mamoru, morning. Okay. Now we can start. Everybody's here.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay, Mr. Pearl, you are here. Mamoru, Ruti. Okay, then first, let me pray for your success and well-being, especially for your good health. So please concentrate on my prayer. Namami Buddhang Gunasagarantam Satta Sadam Tusuki Aveda Ayu Jigucho Sakalu Dugando Gachanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche Namami Dhammang Sugate Nadi Sitam Satta Sada Hontu Suki Avira Kayu Jigut Sakalo Dukando Gachanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche Namami Sanghang Muniraja Savakam Satta Sadahon Suki Avira Kayu Jigucho Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Okay. First, again, let me wish all of you very peaceful and happy New Year, and also good evening some of you and good morning others. Now, today onwards, let us continue our study based on Satipatthana Sutta. Of course, it is a great discourse delivered by the Buddha 2,600 years ago. Its values are applicable. Its content, what Buddha taught a long time ago, still applicable for our day-to-day society than ever before. So, to read or to understand its contents takes more time. So, I teach you to how to understand its contents or Buddha's opinion that can be used for our development of mindfulness. Nowadays, it is very popular concept. The term sati or mindfulness is become a very popular word, popular term in the world. So that everyone search how to train, how to study mindfulness. Therefore, basically, there are many sutras and discourses given by the Buddha on the same context, but especially this sutta is very important. It is a great sutta which explains mindfulness in a proper way. So, First, we have to read, we have to go through the sutta with understanding. And the end of our study, of course, you would get, you will be familiar with mindfulness, and also you will get understand Buddha's guidance or Buddha's opinion, what he narrated in this sutta. Therefore, today, firstly, let me explain some important facts with regards to our practice, mindfulness practice. There are two forms. All are everybody in the world, they hope, they wish to develop their skill, ability of that practice. Normally, we can develop it, we can cultivate it, or you can train on that mindfulness in two forms, in two ways, the formal and informal way, either formal or informal. Better we have to go through, we have to understand how to develop, how to practice it in formal way, because there are formalities, there are system. Then if you follow that system, easily you can develop, easily you can attain some great or some higher mental state. You are free, you can follow, you can understand or study the second way, that is formal, informal way. Actually, sometime in some of you, in your lifetime, in your day-to-day life, of course, you do practice mindfulness informal way, informally. But better, if you do it, if you practice, if you train it very formally, of course, you will not lost anything. You will not lose anything, any system, any way of practice. That is why you are free to follow formal way. But even though you follow formal way, at the same time you use informal way also. Therefore, there are two forms of mindfulness practice, as formal and informal. The systematic meditation practice, which we use to develop or cultivate our mindful ability and skills, recognized as a formal practice. It is a formal practice. There are formality, there are system, there is a method, what you have to follow. That is formal. Our daily meditation and intensive retreat like week or 10 days or month or longer retreat come under this category. That is a formal. There are formal 10 days. Sometimes some of you, maybe perhaps during your vacation, last holiday time, of course, some of you disconnect. You disconnect every connection with the material life. Then you you try to become isolated, or you go forest, you go to some places, meditation places where they organize such a retreat, 10 days, 1 month, 5 weeks, like that periodically. Those practice we recognize as a formal practice. Formally, there are systems. When you go to such a place, of course, there is a timetable. There is a schedule. You have to follow that schedule. You have to wake up early morning. They have timetable. The timetable given by them must follow by. You have to follow it. That is the formal. Then you have the time to listen Dhamma talk. They schedule for Dhamma talk. They schedule time for practice. They schedule for your walking, meditation, like that. There is a schedule. That is formal practice. And also, additionally, suppose when you are walking, or when you walk, when you run, when you play, when you dance, when you listen, and every moment, every action, informally, you can become mindful on your action. Reading, washing, like that. There are many things. When you do it mindfully. Do it in mind. There is no method. There is no system. Just simply, when you cook mindfully. Cooking. When you eat mindfully. It's being attained. Awareing. That is what we call informal practice. Informal practice may differ according to its contents. In that one practice, informal in your informal practice, of course, may differ it according to contents. What contents of what content you use on that practice, according to that contents, it may differ. The application of mindfulness in our day-to-day life is related with informal practice, day-to-day life. Everyday life, daily, you do many things. You do at many. Then, in daily life, whatever you do is related to informal practice. Informally, there is no particular system or method, way to do practice. While you are doing something, you are mindful. You are paying attention on what's going on. That is why the application of mindfulness in your day-to-day life is related with informal practice. One who develop this practice attempts to keep his or her mindful attention to whatever is doing, such as mindful eating, mindful reading, mindful walking, mindful hearing, listening, mindful drinking, mindful washing, mindful bathing, mindful housekeeping, mindful driving, mindful running, playing, dancing, singing, cutting, sitting, so and so forth, etc. All are action. All that action we perform in our daily in daily life. Then informally you are doing it, but when you do something, be mindful. If you are mindful on the action, what's going on, of course, you will be protected. You will be not harmful from those actions, those things, because you are mindful. When you run, of course, you are running. You are running with mindfulness, paying attention on your run. Then you won't get any damage, any trouble while you are walking, while you are running. That is why in daily life, whatever you do, pay attention, do mindful, be mindful on those actions. That is informal. That is informal. The 4 frames of mindfulness, the 4 establishment of mindfulness, the 4 foundation of mindfulness. They are, you are responsible and bound to keep attention on an object while you are practicing mindfulness. Yeah, while you are practicing mindfulness. It is our responsibility. When you do meditation, when you do practice mindfulness meditation, of course, you have to have an object. You must have an object. Then you have to pay attention, have to keep attention on your object, what you use your practice. It is necessary recalling about the object repeatedly. You have to be with that object. It is necessary recall. It is necessary pay attention about the object repeatedly, what you have selected, what you have chosen for your practice, for your meditation. They are positive system of meditation, contemplation. We can use them as a domain or objects or ways of your mindful practice. In Pali or in Buddhism, we call them satipatthana. We call it satipatthana. There are basis of all mindfulness meditation. These 4 foundation is suitable for everyone, for all, at every level of the meditation practice. From the beginners who just started, who just commenced the practice, up to advanced meditation, advanced level. It is applicable. This 4 foundation of mindfulness is suitable, applicable for everyone. So that you have to have, you need to understand its contents, how to practice it. The 4 foundation are Kayanupassana, mindfulness of body, Vedananupassana, mindfulness of feeling, Chittanupassana, mindfulness of mind or consciousness. Last one is Dhammanupassana, mindfulness on or of Dhamma, Buddha's teaching. They are four foundation of mindfulness. Four foundation of mindfulness. When you are mindful on your body, you recognize the reality of your human form, body, as a collection of various parts, not as a solid, unifying entity. Now, when you pay attention, if you are mindful on your body, of course, you recognize the reality or reality of your human form, body. You recognize it as a collection of various parts of, not as a solid, unifying entity. You know, you understand there are 32 parts of the body. Like that, you separately you can investigate, separately you can get understand each part, each limbs of the body while you are meditating on, while you are paying attention on body, kaya anupassana. The mindfulness of sensation, mindfulness of sensation trains you how to be aware of your feeling when they arise in different form like pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral feeling, or worldly or spiritual way. You recognize, you understand, you feel what it is, how, what is the nature of that feeling. Is it a pleasant feeling, or is it unpleasant feeling, or is it a neutral feeling, or worldly feeling, or spiritual feeling? Like that, you would understand its nature, while you are while you are paying attention on your feeling, on your sensation. In the sutta, it explains, when you study the sutta, of course, the sutta gives you the what kind of feeling you have, how are you going to concentrate those feeling like that. Sutta explain in detail all foundation of mindfulness. You get more details when you read the sutta. Then second one is a mindfulness of mind or consciousness. Mindfulness of mind trains you how to be aware of your mindset or mind when they arise in a different form, like greedy, lustful or not, hateful or not, delusion or not, like that. At once you generate many kinds of thoughts. Then if you pay attention, you can understand what thought right now I have. Under the Chittanupassana, Buddha explained different kinds of thought, what you generate positively and negatively. Then under that division, we can understand learn different kinds of mental thought or mental properties, what we produce at a time. Okay. Then last one is mindfulness of Dhamma. Mindfulness of Dhamma trains you how to aware of your Dhamma when they arise in different ways as a physical and mental phenomena that contribute 37 qualities known as Bodhipakkhiya Dhamma in Buddhism. During that division, in that division, we can understand, we can learn Bodhipakkhiya Dhamma, all the mental and physical phenomena. The teaching given by the Buddha on physical and mental, physically and mentally. You can learn under that. There are many. You can summarize again under that division. Sutta summarize whole content or whole teaching taught by the Buddha. Okay, that is the last part is a long, bigger sections. In present day, we stem and maintain mindful practice without harming its origin. That is a good. We practice mindfulness practice based on the sutta without harming, without damaging its origin. How Buddha taught us, without harming, without violating its greatness. Nowadays, we follow this sutta's explanation. Its concept, techniques, meditative framework has come in the great discourse of the Satipatthana Sutta. Everyone nowadays, they follow, they teach, they guide their followers based on that great sutta without harming, without damaging, without violating its origin, method, system, techniques, concept. That is the very important thing what we have to follow. We should not harm. The explanation of the four foundations of mindfulness is beyond my knowledge and understanding. So you are requested to read and search more of this in your studies to fulfill your study well. It is, of course, it is a very profound explanation. The sutta gives us a very profound explanation and teaching, so that, of course, it is beyond my knowledge and understanding. Perhaps sometime I may not be able to understand it as taught by the Buddha, but you are free. You are requested to read and analyze, research more of this study, more of this sutta to accomplish, to fulfill your study well. That is the summarization today. Mindfulness practice, how to practice. You are free to follow both, but better we have to follow the formal practice. It is great. Now we can read the one paragraph passage of the sutta to understand the meaning of the sutta. I remember that I taught you, I explained the first paragraph. Still, we are reading the Uddesa. Uddesa. What do you mean by Uddesa? Anybody knows? Ruti, what is Uddesa, Pali term? Uddesa. Uddesa, Uddesa. Now you can turn your link to go through the sutta. You have a link.
It's an introduction.
Or introduction. Okay, good introduction. Maybe may I ask Mamoru Sato-san?
Yes.
Yes. What is Uddesa?
Introduction.
Introduction. May I ask Hiroko Sato-san?
Yes, introduction.
Introduction. Kiyoko-san?
Yes, it's introduction.
Introduction. Maybe Rahul?
Venerable sir, Uddesha is a Pali word and it means purpose.
Maybe Yasutaka Hoshisawa, no? You know what is it?
Yes, introduction.
Introduction. Yes. I don't ask Michiko and Ruti, yeah, you try to get, that is Uddesa means, of course you can say, indication, or maybe you have other word, also you can say, what is it, you say the introduction. Uddesa means it is a very formality, what we have to done in our monastic life. Uddeso niddito. They say when we do some sort of disciplinary act, of course, at the end, the introduction or indication, when we finish introduction or indication, we say, we utter like that, Uddeso nittito. Uddeso nittito. Its meaning introduction or indication, uttering, saying has been completed. It has completed. We have to announce to the gathering assembly. Maybe there are senior monks in front of them. The reader, announcer, they must say, they must announce that right now we have completed Uddesa. We have completed our indication like that. That is Uddesa. Still, we read that part of the sutta. Still, we read. You are studying the first part of the sutta, that is Uddesa. Uddesa. Second passage, let us see what it explains you. Ekaino ayam bhikkave maggo sattanang visuddhya soka pariddavanam samatikkamaya dukkha domanassanam attangamaya nyayassa abhigamaya nibbanassa sanchikiriyaya yadidan chattaro satipatthana. Then this paragraph of passage says us its benefit. When you learn, when you study the sutta, when you follow this sutta, what you earn, what you get. This sutta, this paragraph summarizes under this uddesa, under this indication, it highlights the benefit what you earn through this practice, through this learning, through this study. And also it emphasizes that this is the direct way. This is the direct and the correct way. It is a ekayeno. There's one word, ekayeno. Ekang, ekayeno, I am. Sometimes we can explain, some may explain this is the only way. It is not so suitable. Ekayeno means and this is the only way, not this is the direct way. This is the very direct and correct, perfect way to achieve those objectives that explained below. The ekayeno maggo. Ekayeno, I am bhikkave maggo. Bhikkave means Venerable Sirs. Simply Buddha, when he addressed gathering, he focus, he addressed bhikkave. Because there are 4 groups in his teaching time. Maybe there are 4 groups, but out of 4, he focused on monks, bhikkave, or venerable monks. Ekayano maggo. Maggo means a path, way, path. For what that path? Sattanang visuddhya. Sattanang visuddhya. Satta means a mankind, human being. Satta means a mankind or human being. Visuddhya means a purification. This is the direct path for the purification of beings. It is one of the benefit and achievement gained by this sutta, Visuddhya. This is the direct. It is a direct path way to achieve your purification, mental purification. Visuddhya. Soka paridhavanam. Here soka means, what is soka means? Grief or sorrow, wailing, in lamentation. This is the soka, sorrow, grief. Soka paridhavanam. Overcome. Paridha means remove, overcoming. For the overcoming of sorrow and lamentation or grief, that is the second gain, profit, what you learn, what you earn through of this, by this sutra. Soka paridhavanam, samat paridhavanam. Soka paridhavana means overcome. Overcome. Soka paridhavana samatikkamaya. Samatikkamaya means remove. Soka paridhava means here soka paridhava means grief, sorrow, wailing, lamentation. Samatikkamaya means for removing, to pass over, or to transcend or remove. Samatikkamaya. This is a second. For the overcoming of sorrow and lamentation. Then second is that dukkha domanasana, attangamaya. Third one is dukkha domanasa attangamaya. Attangamaya for the disappearance. Dukkha dukkha doma nassa. Suffering, dukkha, suffering, pain, misery, agony, and discomfort, displeasure, grief or melancholy. This is a dukkha domanasa. All what we have, all they are negative tendencies. What we have. Sometimes we are suffering. Sometimes you are very painful. Sometimes you are very misery. You feel those feeling. Then we have to remove, overcome. You have to conquer those negative forces, negative tendencies, mentality. Dukkha domanasa, attangamaya means setting down, extinction, or for the disappearance of pain, distress, and jnanasa adhigamaya. Next one, jnanasa adhigamaya. For the attainment of right method, attain, attangama attain. For the attainment of the right method, what is a nibbana sachikriya? For the realization of nibbana, for the realization of unwinding, or in other words, the four frames of references, what you have to have those objective in order to practice or in order to realize the four frames of references or the four frames of mindfulness or the four foundation of mindful. Then which are, understand? Everybody understand? Then through this study, how are you going to benefit yourselves? Anybody can explain? If you read completely, if you finished end of the suttas reading, eventually at the end, how are you going to eventuate from this sutta? Yes, there are. Just explain why we read this sutta in order to achieve those achievement. First one is Visuddhya. First one, Visuddhya. Second one is Sokapara Samatikkamaya. Dukkha domanassa attangamaya. Nyayassa adhigamaya. Nibbanassa satchikiriyaya. They are benefiting. They are the achievement what we achieved through by reading this sutras, by reading this sutra. Can remember. Please remember. Yadidan chattaro satipatthana. Which yadidan means which for, what for, what for. That is namely, yadidam means which is this, or that is namely chattaro satipatthana. Chattaro satipatthana means the fourfold or the four foundation of mindfulness. Katame chattara. What are those? Which four? Which four? What four? Katame chattaro. Ida bhikkave bhikkhu kaye kayanupasse viherati atapi sampajano satima vineye loke domanasanga. That is the first one. First one is kaye kayanupasse viherati. Kaye kayanupasse viherati. Mindfulness of the body, in your body, mindfulness. Yes, I explained, simply I brief it, what is Kayanupasana. The awareness, the mindfulness of your body. When you pay attention, when you aware of the body thoroughly, you understand it as a form of various kind of parts, not as a solid entity, not as a solid entity. For to get that profound understanding, of course, you must have these qualities. You have to have these qualities. What are those qualities? Either bhikkave bhikkhu kaye kayanupasse viherati. There is the case where a monk remain focused on the body in and of itself. It should be ardent atapi. He stay like that. He focus like that. Atapi means ardent. Atapi. Strenuous. Sampajano, thoughtful. Sampajano, thoughtful. These are the qualities what the practitioner must have. The practitioner, as a practitioner, what you have, what you have developed, they are the qualities. First one, atapi. You should be ardent. You have to ardent. Strenuous. You should be a strenuous one. And also sampajano, thoughtful. You should be thoughtful. Meaning you should understand things as correctly. Thoughtful. Satima vinaya. Satima vinaya. Having removed, vinaya means having removed, fit to be trained. You have to fit to be trained. That is Satima Vinaya. Loke abhijja domanasang. Loke, in this world, what you have to remove, abhijja. Abhijja means covetousness. Domanasa, displeasure. Displeasure. So before commence your mindfulness on body, your body, first you must develop those qualities yourself. First one is atapi. You should be ardent one, ardent. And sampajano means you should be thoughtful. You should be thoughtful. And also you have to remove abhijja domanasa, displeasure, uncomfortableness, dissatisfaction, cowardness. Then you are ready. You have removed, you have annihilated, you have overcome some which is not suitable for your practice. Then you can start your Kayanupassana. Okay. This is the case where a monk remains focused on the body in and of itself, ardent, alert, and mindful, putting aside greed and distress. Greed and distress. That greed means a cowardness, or distress means a displeasure also, you can say, displeasure, unsatisfaction. With reference to the world, he remained focused on feeling same. He remained focused on feeling. He remained focused on mind, mental qualities in and of themselves, ardent, alert, mindful, putting aside greed and distress with reference to the world. Vedana, same way, Vedanano, Vedanasu Vedananupasye Viherati Atapi Sampajano Satima Vineye Loke Abhijja Domanasam. Same words are there, nothing to worry about the word, only just we have to come Vedananupasye, then Chitte Chittanupasane. Same words are there, Viherati Atapi Sampajano Satima Vineye Loke Abhijja Domanasa. Satima is a mindful. Vinaya means having removed what you have removed in the world with reference to the world. Abhijja Domanasam, greediness or greed, and also distress. Same. Dhammesu Dhammanupasye Viherati Atapi Sampajano Satima Vinaya Loke Abhijja Domanasam. These are the four foundations of mindfulness. Uddeso nittito. Here. Uddeso nittito. The purpose of the sutta. Why it has delivered, then that uddesa, this part, indicate you the purpose of the sutta mainly. Then firstly Buddha says, Buddha explained us the object of the purpose of this sutta. Then when you understand the purpose of the sutta, of course, you will be interested to learn, study this sutta. That is why under that uddesa, firstly, indicating the purpose of the deliverance of certain kind of sutras. Same way, Buddha, when he uttered this sutta also, describe the purpose of the deliverance of the sutta. That is uddeso nittito. Uddeso nittito means indication or propounding recitation has been completed. It has completed. Then next day we can talk, we can learn other part of the sutta. Kaya Kayanupassana. Kaya Kayanupassana we can learn. Okay, then from this point, let us stop. Another 3 minutes is left. 3 minutes left. Thank you so much for joining today's class. If you have any question, you are free to raise. You can ask any question.
Bhante,
Yeah.
question. What was the chant you did at the beginning of the class today?
From everyone. Yes. Can you repeat again? I cannot hear properly. My computer sound is not so good.
What was the chant that you did at the beginning of class today?
Today, then, of course, that first I try to make you understand some system or method of mindfulness. I taught you there are two ways, two systems, what you have to follow for your practice, formal and informal. I explain what is informal and formal practice. And also, I just read the sutta. I read the sutta with you. First paragraph of the passage of the sutta. This paragraph explain you or narrates you the objective or the purpose of the sutta deliverances. That is the just I summarized. Then that is the beginning. Later part of the sutta, that sutta will explain you in detail what is Kayanupassana, what is Vedananupassana, like that in detail. When you read the second part or the Kayanupassana, under Kayanupassana, you can learn more details and information method how to develop mindfulness on with regard to your body. I think, is that okay for your, are you satisfied? Okay, that with that.
I meant at the beginning of class before we started talking about the sutta.
You can try message me because I cannot get my not clear sound. Will you hear my sound?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, but I cannot sometimes hear you properly. You write me you test me.
Can you hear me better now?
Now, okay.
Okay. No, just the chanting at the beginning of the class before we start talking about the sutta.
Oh, yeah. Chanting at the beginning. Oh, okay. And now
Ruth,
I can't
Ruth
hear
just
that.
said that she has a copy of it that she can show me.
Okay, sorry. No,
Thank
that
you.
it is a formality in our tradition. Whenever we start our classes, something, of course, we have to respect Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. That is why every teachers, masters, when they start their classes or discussion, of course, they are bound to respect triple gem. That is why first I utter one stanza, respect Buddha. Second stanza, I repeat or chant to respect Dhamma. Finally, I respect Sangha. Now I am going to teach. I am going to share your teaching with the people or students so that permit me so that I respect you to before commence my class. That is what I did through that chanting. I think if you need to meaning, early stages, early classes, I gave them its summary of each stanza, so each poem. Yeah, I think if you like, you can I think Ruth, maybe you can send him. Okay, okay. He has. You can get it, okay? Okay.
Yes, I can get it from her. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then finally, then and also when we end the any auspicious things, when we conclude our session, whatever we did, before it, we share our merits, we radiate our love and thought for everyone's well-being and success. That is why at the end, I repeat, I recite one formula which explain the radiation of benevolence thoughts. That is, dukkha patta jani dukkha, bhaya patta jani bhaya, soka patta jani soka. Like that, I repeat one formula. Its meaning, when I recite this formula, you have to concentrate on everyone. You have to radiate your goodness, good thought, unconditional love for their success and well-being. When I am reading, while I am reading, you are bound to reflect on your relatives, friend, entire world. Dukkha pattaja. May those who sorrow be free from sorrow, like that I say, I wish like that. Then now to end the class, let us radiate our loving thought for everyone. You consent it. Dukkha patta ca nidukkha bhaya patta ca nibbhaya soka patta ca nisoka hontu sabbi pipaninu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much, Ruti. Thank you so much for joining today class. When you are free, you can join us, okay?
Thank you,
Thank you.
Bhante.
Thank you very
Okay, thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay, take care. Okay, have a nice day.
Okay, Carl.
Yes, ma'am.
I can try to take a picture of this and send it to you, or
Okay.
make a photocopy and bring it Sunday.
A picture will work.
Okay, all right, meaning like take a picture and email it, you mean? Or,
Whatever's easiest for you.
okay. It's a little bit, it has, because it had some of the Pali, I can't remember which column, diametric marks, anyway.
Yeah.
Right. It left out some of the letters and I tried to write them in with the fine
Okay.
pen. So it's a little bit weird, but still you can, I'll take a picture of it and email it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll bring you a photocopy Sunday.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit odd actually, but maybe I'll get Peter to cut this part off, because it talks about, the stench of the body. It gets us to embrace death by talking about the stench of the body, and with that we're supposed to heighten our appreciation for well-being, and we wish it to others. So it's a very unusual one. But I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure enough.
You're not going up to the temple tomorrow, are you?
No, I'm still not moving real normally
Gotcha.
because of this. I kind of messed up my back again on Monday, so I'm still not quite agile. I haven't tried driving yet. I'm a little leery of it. Car seats are not my best friend when my back is acting up.
Right.
So anyway, so no, I'm not going tomorrow. You mean for the chopping of the wood and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up there for a few minutes.
Looks
I
like
was,
they've got a pretty good crew.
yeah, I was gonna run up there. I got some tea I was gonna take and give to Titan.
Ah, nice.
He gave me a bag of tea, and I got some tea I was gonna share with him. So I was gonna head up there and do that, and then go back and pick. Caleb's got he's taking an entrance exam tomorrow, so I'm gonna drop him off and then go do it. So, but all right, well, since we're recording, I guess I'll go ahead and get off here.
Yeah, right. I'll tell Peter to chop the end.
Sounds good.
Okay, then I'll see you Sunday.
Will you be there Sunday?
Yeah, and I'll try to photo and email this to you. And if you can't read it, then I'll bring you hopefully something better.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okie doke. All right. Okay. See you then. Bye-bye.